thank you to our sponsor, miraclesmanifestorhoodies.com. I truly love the quality, colors, and meaning behind these zodiac sign sweatshirts, as well as the mission and purpose of the brand, which is combining the power of positive thoughts and manifestation with the highest quality clothing, styles, and fashion to keep everyday inspiration, motivation, and the energy of optimism alive in you. So go ahead and make this sweatshirt your new lucky charm and use coupon code Nadiya at checkout. Links are in the description below. Hello, fabulous superstar Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now, and boy, is this a very special and very big month. We are going to have a full moon taking place in your sign. That full moon takes place on the 14th of the month. Normally, you get one full moon per sign per year, and this is your moment of truth, an emotional truth that just when you think you know, also may not necessarily be clear. There is some disappointment here. I'm so sorry to say, but it does happen. And whatever disappointment may be finding you, in some way, it feels very close. It feels near to you, near your heart. And the thing is, though, even with that disappointment, even with the uncertainty that could be here, we also have an energy of stability. It's like, even with the lack of clarity, you're able to sense the truth. You're able to understand what is solid and sure and your best way forward. Now, that truth is indicated by the fact that we do have Saturn speaking in harmony with this full moon, along with Neptune squaring. So you can see these layers playing out of maturity and responsibility and appreciating reality, and you taking action that fuels self-respect, but at the same time needing to acknowledge certain disappointments, certain illusions that you might have had as part of ultimately what is going to navigate you forward. Now, as we navigate to the end of the month, on the 29th is when we will have this month's new moon. And this new moon takes place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with profound change, profound truth. It has to do with transformation. And it has to do with your understanding of power and perhaps even what has been forbidden to you or taboo to you. Here's the thing, with this particular new moon, we've also got this mix of energies. So we've got somewhat of a harmonious energy playing out with Uranus, and it's not as precise as I would like it to be, but it does represent opportunity here to feel enlivened and to change things in a way that you really like. However, we've also got a challenging alignment to Jupiter. So again, this sense of heightened expectations. This can also be overconfidence, because in addition to what I mentioned, this part of the sky has to do with investments. It has to do with wealth and your understanding of wealth and your relationship to financial institutions. You can see how this energy may play out rather literally within these institutions. Perhaps it is that you are trying to access credit or loan, or perhaps applying for benefits that you believe you qualify for. And it brings with it some challenges. It brings with it needing to address certain legal documents, perhaps. And so that could have you scrambling. And yet you're feeling inspired by the possibility. There is an energy of luck here, and yet it is going to require that you perhaps put in, as they call, a little bit of elbow grease, right? Perhaps even understand more fully the best way forward for you, particularly from a legal standpoint, to align with greater wealth. But for many Sagittarians out there, this won't necessarily be quite so literal. It could be emotional wealth, spiritual wealth, and of course, all of this energy of transformation, your understanding of power. On the one hand, being overconfident, larger than life, and yet filled with faith, and yet also holding the promise for meaningful change that you can believe in, that you can feel good about, and allows you a sense of a brand new beginning. Now, where it comes to matters of love, there is one day that is very special this month, and that takes place on the 16th. And what makes this day so special is that Venus and Pallas Athena both will be meeting the North Node in the sky. Whenever we have Venus on the North Node, it is as if a doorway opens from which new people, places, things, situations enter that represent karmic blessings. This is the goddess of love. This is also the goddess of wisdom. They're together on the North Node. And so if ever there was a time to be open to new people for all of us, this really would be it. However, because this is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with your daily life, it has to do with how it is that you are playing out your smaller moments as you move through your work, as you move through your little health rituals as well, that ultimately add up to form a solid sense of understanding of how to take the best of care of you. Well, chances are, at least for the Sagittarius out there, a lot of this sense of blessing may be more directed towards yourself or just attracting the love and wisdom that you need so that you do align with changes that do show up in your life in very practical ways with better work, more rewarding work, work that you love, and also meaningful wisdom that helps you to feel good within your body, within your skin, and better health as well. I think the other energies this month, these important lunar energies I mentioned, I think they will end up being much more important in the context of love. Now, you add to this as well on the 23rd of this month, Venus will enter your opposite sign. And Venus entering your opposite sign, well, it makes it that much easier to attract someone with long-term potential or feel the sweetness of a partner with that much more ease. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, well, look, I do think the full moon energy mid-month, it helps you to acknowledge any past disappointments as part of grounding yourself in self-respect and maturity so that you can navigate forward from here. So where it is that you may need a moment of acknowledgement, that could find you mid-month. As we navigate late into the month, we do have that sense of you exploring the taboo, or at least being more willing to be open to genuine intimacy. And that could have you connecting with someone in a way that feels very powerful, like a fated pull towards another person. If there are new people coming in, especially in the last week of the month, well, chances are they hold long-term potential. For those of you just starting to date somebody, what a powerful time this can be as well. In the context of dating, this can be one of those moments that can feel that much more as if you're understanding more clearly what it means to move forward with this person and whether or not you want to, especially the days around the full moon. So we have that full moon in your sign, emotional honesty. Even if it feels disappointing, you're able to make a mature choice. And then you add to this the layer of Venus, Pallas Athena, and the North Node meeting in the sky. Does this person's lifestyle and habits line up with yours? Do you really feel like you could share those smaller moments with them or not? Because if you can't, it's going to be very hard to navigate forward with them. But for all that, ultimately, these moments of truth mid-month serve as a turning point to understand how you really feel. As we move late into the month, either it is that you are moving towards partnership with this person, or you are open to someone new, and there could be somebody new who holds long-term potential. And for those of you in an established bond, well, look, the energy late in the month or the last week of the month, I really love that for established bonds because it helps you to feel that much more closer with your partner. It helps you to feel that much more loved by your partner as well. Your interactions with your partner feel that much sweeter and more generous from them. So that can be very nice. The new moon that we end the month with, well, that can represent some generosity towards you on the part of your partner. And that can bring with it a sense of excitement, and yet it can also bring with it some mixed feelings of some kind as well. Now, regardless of what takes place, if it is that you know you're in the right relationship for you, well, the energies late in the month help you to feel that much more sweetly connected. But if you've known for a while that perhaps you're not in the right relationship for you, it really is that new moon that we end the month with that could be the turning point moment you need to understand what it means to go in a different direction. What I love about this month for you, well, there's so much here. It's a powerful astrological moment. I love how the energy now is encouraging you to know yourself. You've got this full moon in your sign. That is by far the star of the show. And a full moon in your sign invites you to get in touch with some sense of truth, an emotional truth that perhaps has been there all along, but you haven't wanted to admit it to yourself before. But now, as it comes to the surface, you can't help but look at and accept the disappointments that have been there, the uncertainty that you feel, but also an appreciation of the real practical steps you can take to affirm healthy self-respect that ensure that whatever you choose, you can't make a wrong choice. Well, thank you so much for watching, and a big thank you to the sponsor of this month's monthly videos, miraclemanifestorhoodies.com. Now, I'm sure you've seen them on my channel before, and you've certainly seen me rocking their sweatshirt all over social media on my recent trip through the Andes Mountains in Peru and in Ecuador. Now, I loved wearing this sweatshirt. On the one hand, the quality is so amazing, and I got lots of compliments, but also because I literally climbed mountains and volcanoes. And I remember these moments when it was hard, it was very challenging, and I would look down and I would see Miracle Manifestor, and it would just give me that burst of energy I needed to keep moving up that mountain, to keep going forward. And so whatever your moment may be, my hope is that when you wear this sweatshirt, you feel that burst of energy as well. You're reminded of what a miracle manifestor you are as well. And so check out their website, miraclemanifestorhoodies.com. And if you use code Nadiya at checkout, you get a discount as well. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy. Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there.